Happy New Year, everyone. Dave here. I've never been particularly big on Christmas cards. You could even call me a chronic Christmas card avoider. This one here is probably the best I've managed for years. But this year I decided to do something completely different and put together some of the defining moments of the year in a video for your esteemed viewing pleasure and amusement. So, without further ado, let's get this started. Well, Mum and Dad visited in the spring, and we stayed at a cool A-frame cabin up in Truckee, close to Lake Tahoe. We got there just in time to have some serious fun in the snow.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad kept active with ping pong. We discovered a fantastic new trail to the Alamir Falls, about an hour north of San Francisco. It's an easy walk in, with a little scrambling thrown in right at the end to keep you on your toes. And there's tons of wildflowers in the spring. Quinn has been as active as always, running, bodyboarding, and of course, biking. He's also been creating his own videos, including all the editing and soundtracks, so check out his channels on YouTube. I've been busy with a few things, including building a new app to change the world. It's been a fun and challenging experience. And actually, creating a startup has been described as working at a steelworks whilst naked and covered in gasoline. And I'm starting to understand why, given that my development team is currently well behind schedule and way over budget, which is why I will be setting John Cleese on them to get things back on track. I also started a blog at upgiver.com, so many thanks to everyone who has read and commented so far. Hopefully you're finding it more useful rather than this. And I recently had an interesting experience in San Francisco, a flotation tank, which could be considered a fiendish way to charge people for sensory deprivation, but it's actually a pretty unique and interesting experience if you're open to the idea of meditation. Discovered a lot of beautiful places within a few hours of my house. There's Big Sur in the Ventana Wilderness, Sykes Hot Springs, amazing trees and waterfalls at Big Basin State Park, and in case you're wondering, the lovely lady to my right is my girlfriend Liliana. Stunning 360-degree views from the top of Mount Tamalpais, just north of San Francisco. Sail camping on Tomales Bay, Downeyville in the Sierras, north of Lake Tahoe. Quinn and I were super excited to visit England and Barcelona in the summer. In Barcelona we did a little bit of this and quite a lot of that. Of course, the moment we arrived in England, the track at Portreath, Cornwall to be exact, this happened, complete with fractured collarbone, which slowed Quinn down quite a bit. He's as good as new now, thank goodness. In fact, a week later, he did some laps around the Olympic Velodrome in Lee Valley. Jen and I walked the entire length of the Sandstone Trail from Frodsham to Whitchurch. It was a little damper than my California hiking, but brought back a lot of good memories, and a few blisters as well. Then it was time for the big event, Mum and Dad's golden anniversary party. It was great to see most of the family as well as many old friends and neighbours. During all the chatting and occasional trips onto the roof to rescue the kids' football, I completely failed at getting any pictures whatsoever. But it basically looked a bit like this, except packed with people you're happy to see and great quantities of excellent food and drink. For Halloween, Quinn and I solved the world record corn maze in Dixon, California. I handed out candy to the neighborhood kids like this, and again I failed at getting pictures of Quinn, who was a slice of cheese on toast. You'll just have to use your imagination. And now here we are. Christmas and New Year came in the blink of an eye.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
And I wish all of you a joyful and prosperous 2017.